What's up, legends? Get ready for a whirlwind of global news. First up, the Philippines is facing down China's bold environmental zone declaration around Scarborough Shoal, and the international community is weighing in. We've got the details on how this could impact maritime rights and fishermen in the region. You won't want to miss this unfolding situation. Next, it's the International Day of Democracy. We'll explore what this day truly means and why freedom of expression remains a cornerstone of a healthy global society, even when under threat. Discover the ongoing efforts to uphold these vital democratic ideals worldwide. Then, we head north to Canada, where Providence University College is facing major restructuring due to new international student restrictions. We'll break down how these federal policies are impacting the institution and its future, especially after a significant drop in international enrollment. And finally, we're marking the day of Radiation, Chemical, and Biological Protection Troops alongside the International Day of Democracy. Get ready for a deep dive into these significant global observances. Stay locked in, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. China's shadow over Scarborough Shoal, a maritime showdown. This week, a critical international dispute is brewing as China attempts to establish an environmental zone around Scarborough Shoal, a strategic feature within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. Manila is pushing back, viewing this move not as an environmental effort, but as a thinly veiled attempt to assert Chinese sovereignty and restrict access for Filipino fishermen. The Philippines' allies are stepping up, voicing their opposition to China's plan. This situation is particularly concerning for the Philippines, especially with reports of a significant military buildup in the area. The move could escalate tensions in the South China Sea, with potential ramifications for regional stability and international maritime law. The Philippines argues that this declaration is merely a pretext to legitimize the China Coast Guard's actions, which have already impeded the livelihoods of local fishermen. The implications of this declaration extend beyond territorial claims, potentially impacting freedom of navigation and the rights of smaller nations in the region. Public reaction is growing, with many international observers expressing solidarity with the Philippines. Analysts are closely watching for potential diplomatic responses and the enforcement of international maritime law. The situation highlights the ongoing geopolitical complexities in the South China Sea and the challenges faced by nations asserting their sovereign rights. And the stakes are even higher than you might think. But before we dive deeper into global politics, get ready for a celebration of freedom itself. The global pulse of democracy, more than just a day. September 15th marks the International Day of Democracy, a UN-designated occasion to pause and assess the state of democratic governance across the globe. It's a vital reminder that democracy isn't a static achievement, but a continuous, collective endeavor. This day emphasizes that realizing democratic ideals requires a concerted effort from international bodies, national governments, active civil societies, and engaged individuals. A core pillar of any robust democracy is freedom of expression, a right enshrined in Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This fundamental freedom allows individuals to hold opinions without interference and to share information and ideas across any medium, transcending borders. However, this essential right faces constant threats from those in power who seek to silence dissent, making the observance of this day more critical than ever. This observance serves as a powerful call to action, urging everyone to participate in dialogues about democracy, champion initiatives that strengthen democratic values, and advocate for the unwavering protection of human rights, including the crucial freedoms of expression and the press. The global community is being called to recommit to these principles and actively work towards a more democratic future for all. But as we champion democracy, other institutions face unexpected challenges. Next up, a Canadian college grapples with a new reality that's shaking its foundations. Providence University College's crossroads, navigating the international student squeeze. Providence University College is celebrating its centennial in 2025, But this major milestone is overshadowed by significant restructuring driven by federal international student restrictions. The college is forced to rethink its long-held ideals as enrollment numbers plummet. The federal government's decision to cap international student applications, initially for a 2-year term, aimed to ease housing shortages. However, this policy has hit institutions like Providence particularly hard. The college, which relies heavily on international students, has seen a staggering drop of over 90% in this demographic. Dr. Kenton Anderson, Providence's president, explains that while the full impact is yet to be felt due to students recruited under the old system, the future looks considerably different. The policy, initially affecting only undergraduates, was later extended to graduate students, forcing further drastic adjustments. This includes the significant loss of the American student market, a key demographic for the institution. The complexity arises from federal immigration policies clashing with provincial education management, leaving institutions like Providence navigating difficult compliance measures. Adding to the challenges, Providence had to sell its newly acquired Winnipeg campus, a space intended for 700 new students and housing for 400. This decision, linked to the reduced need for dormitory residences due to fewer international students, means the college now operates from leased spaces without its own housing facilities. The reduction in international students also impacts the Otterburn campus, diminishing the diversity that enriches the student experience. In response, Providence is exploring new revenue streams, including potentially delivering education abroad. Despite the setbacks, Anderson remains committed to the school's founding principle of global reach and developing leaders of good character. The college is actively engaging with the provincial government, hoping to secure increased international student allocations and continue its vital role in educating students and contributing to the Manitoba economy. From educational policy shifts to global protection efforts, the world keeps turning. We're rounding off today's rundown with a look at vital protective forces. Honoring resilience, radiation, chemical, and biological protection troops, and the International Day of Democracy. September 15th is a day of dual significance, commemorating both the International Day of Democracy and the crucial day of radiation, chemical, and biological protection troops. These observances highlight global efforts in safeguarding both societal freedoms and physical security. The International Day of Democracy, established by the UN in 2007, serves as a global reflection on democratic progress and the continuous work required to strengthen it. It underscores the necessity of collective action from governments, civil societies, and individuals to uphold democratic values and ensure freedom of expression worldwide. Simultaneously, the Day of Radiation, Chemical, and Biological Protection Troops honors the service members dedicated to protecting populations from hazardous threats. These troops play a critical role in national and international security, responding to incidents involving dangerous agents and ensuring public safety. These commemorations collectively emphasize the interconnectedness of global well-being, from political freedom to physical safety. They serve as a reminder of the ongoing vigilance and dedication required to maintain peace and security on multiple fronts. The international community recognizes the importance of supporting these efforts through continued dialogue and action. And that's a wrap on our top stories. But don't go anywhere yet, we've got a lightning-fast recap coming your way. That's all the urgent news we've got for you today, legends. We covered China's maritime claims around Scarborough Shoal, celebrated the International Day of Democracy, saw Providence University College adapt to student restrictions, and honored our vital protection troops. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to Legends Nexus for more breaking news, ring that notification bell so you're always in the loop, drop a comment below with your thoughts, and follow us on all our social channels. We'll see you in the next one.